too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Larks Park in Hays, Kansas. Third and final game of the Jayhawk League series between the El Dorado Broncos and your Hays Larks. Series is tied 1 game apiece. El Dorado 5-1 winners on Friday night, while the Larks came back last night and got a big 10-2 victory. Looking to win another series here to begin the season. They took 2 from Great Bend in the Jayhawk League opener and looking to win another one. That's all you can ask for.
Yep, it is a miserably hot night here in Hays, and it's windy. That just makes it 10 times worse, because it was about as hot yesterday, but it's windy today.
Well, and it's well over 100 today, 101, 102, and the wind's blowing at least 30, 35 miles an hour, so about as miserable of a
normal day in June in Hays.
But, you know, for those not from Hays, you know, about as miserable of a day as you can think of. That's about what we deal with here on the regular.
Yep. So as a result, the crowd is a little bit smaller tonight, but they might filter in later. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Yeah, I might fill in later as the day goes on, as it starts to cool off and the sun goes down. But for right now, kind of a sparse crowd on hand to catch this series finale.
You know, who can blame them right now?
I don't blame them at all.
Larks entered tonight's contest with a record of 6-2, 3-1 in the Jayhawk League. El Dorado is 2-2. Larks sitting just a half game out of first place behind the Liberal BJs. Those two will meet Tuesday through Thursday down in Liberal after the Larks off day. We're getting ready to go here at Larks Park. We will turn it over to PA announcer Ken Winholz as he is going to announce the starting lineups tonight for your Hays Larks.
And the rubber match of a 3-game series featuring the El Dorado Broncos and your Hays Larks. The Larks entered tonight's game at 6-2 on the season, 3-1 in the Jayhawk League and in second place, while El Dorado is 2-2 on the season and in the league, currently sitting in a 2-way tie for fourth place. Free admission to tonight's game has been made possible through the generous sponsorship of the Hays Rotary Club and Adams Brown Barron and Hall Certified Public Accountants. We greatly appreciate these fine people and their support of Hays Larks Baseball. And now let's meet tonight's starters for your Hays Larks. Yes, baby. You ready for this? Eastern Michigan University, number 23, Devin Hager. Batting second, playing left field from Abilene Christian, number 12, Ryan Randall. Batting third is the third baseman from the University of Texas at Arlington, number 16, Wyatt Evans. Batting fourth, the first baseman from Eastern Michigan University, number 33, John Renzel. Batting fifth, the designated hitter from Grayson College, number 15, Clayton Raspberry. Batting sixth for the Larks, the catcher from Wallace Community College, number 25, Easton Kern. Batting seventh, the shortstop from Wallace Community College, number 2, Colby Robinson. Batting eighth, playing center field from Abilene Christian, number 6, Matt Munoz. And batting ninth for the Larks, tonight's 12th Street Liquor Beverage batter, the right fielder from New Jersey Institute of Technology, number 8, Mike Anastasia. Tonight making the pitching start from the Larks from Angelo State, number 30, Austin Thompson. And in his 36th season with the Larks, please welcome the head coach, Mr. Frank Leo. Please welcome the Larks assistant coaches.
All right, so there's the starters tonight for the Larks, and we are going to take another quick break here as we're getting ready for the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin tonight's game, we ask that you please join us as we honor America with our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, here for tonight's ceremony of first pitch, please welcome Scott Brown.
All right, so we are just about ready to go here at Larks Park. Game sponsors tonight for the Larks, Hayes Rotary Club and Adams Brown Barron and Ball. Thanks to them for free admission to tonight's contest between the Broncos and the Larks. Austin Thomason making the start tonight for Hayes, his second start of the season. Looking to get the Larks off to another good start. Getting out to a quick start has been kind of the difference maker between wins and losses, at least so far for Hayes.
Yeah. Yeah, key for Thompson here is to have a good, clean first inning, and that's what the Larks got last night out of Mason Myrie. And like you said, it made all the difference. Is the Larks were able to play ahead the entire game and came away with a comfortable victory. So hopefully they can get a repeat performance out of Austin Thomason tonight.
Thomason, the righty from Angelo State. Broncos are going to send up Jordan and Standig, Jarrett Coyne, and Tanner Sheets here in the first inning. No change in the Broncos lineup, at least at the top of the order. Really not much change at all.
Yeah, all the way down, there's really not much change. There's some guys playing in different positions tonight, but as far as the lineup goes, the order is pretty much the same as it's been the last 2 nights.
Larks in their home white, cursive Larks across the front, red letters and numerals, red hat, blue and red sleeves. El Dorado in their camos, it looks like orange, black, and gray, white numerals and letters, white pants. Jordan and Standig's going to lead it off, and we are ready for baseball here at Larks Park. Third and final game, rubber match between the Broncos and the Larks.
Jordan and Standig.
First pitch, 7:08 p.m., 102 degrees here in Hayes.
1 degrees.
And there's a strike from Thomason as he's going to even the count on and Standig. Here comes the 1-2 from Austin. Lined out into left center field to the gap. And that is going to be dropped by the left fielder, Ryan Randall. And the El Dorado Broncos are going to get their leadoff man on here in the first. On the air by the left fielder, Ryan Randall.
The right fielder, number 9, Jarrett Coyne.
Jarrett Coyne going to step to the plate now for the Broncos. Comes the first pitch from Thomason. That one's low. 4-1. Larks still working the platoon behind the plate. We've seen 3 different catchers for all 3 games here. So.
Yep, tonight it's Easton Kirk's turn.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Austin in there for strike 1. Caught the inside corner. Tony Vega, first base umpire tonight. Randy Jordan at third, and Dave Hanslick behind the plate. Here comes the 1-1. And that one will miss. And the count is 2-1. And that one, a good hack by Jarrett Coyne. He's going to foul it over the press box. And Thomason works the count even here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the first. Nobody away for the Broncos. Leadoff man is aboard. Here comes the 2-2 from Thomason. And he's going to ground that one foul into the Larks dugout. So we are going to do it again. 2-2. Austin's ready. Here comes the pitch to Jarrett Coyne. High and tight. He's going to get out of the way just barely. And he's going to work the count full.
Coyne has normally been he's been the DH for the first 2 games of this series, but he's in right field tonight.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Ground ball again, foul past the Larks dugout once again. And Austin's going to have to make another good pitch here. Here it comes once again from Austin Thomason. And once again, fouled out of play, this time to the right side. So Jarrett Coyne hanging around, seeing a lot of pitches from Austin here early.
I want to say this is pitch number 9, maybe? 9 or 10, something like that. It's been a long at bat.
And yet again, fouled back and out of play.
And the umpire's already run out of baseballs.
That did not take long.
No. Concession stand's going to be broke here pretty soon. Giving out dollars to everybody.
Once again, outside ball 4. So Jarrett Coyne, a very good at bat, for the Bronco right fielder. He finally draws a walk, and the Broncos are threatening here in the first. Tanner Sheets going to be the batter now for El Dorado. He's one of the more dangerous hitters in this lineup.
Yeah, he had a really good game on Friday.
First two men aboard here for the Broncos is the first pitch from Thomason. Catches the outside corner for strike one. Here comes the 0-1 from Austin. Curveball just misses away to even the count at 1. Ground ball up the middle, fielded by Robinson. The glove flip to second for one to first. Not quite in time. A very nice play by Colby Robinson to get one. He slides behind the bag at second to stop it. Flips it to Devin Hager at second with his glove.
Yeah, couldn't quite get the double play there, but nonetheless, nice job by Colby to just keep it in the infield and get the out at second there. And he prevented a run on that play.
No shortage of good plays in the field. That glove works for Colby Robinson. Sorensen coming to the plate now. There goes the runner from first. No throw from Easton Kirk, and it's going to take away the double play possibility there. And heads up play by Tanner Sheets as he's going to steal second. That's going to put two runners in scoring position here for the Broncos. And that ball is fouled out of play down the left side. So no balls, two strikes to John Sorensen. Looking to do some damage and put the Broncos up early here in tonight's game. Austin Thomason's ready. Here comes the 0-2. Softly hit ground ball to Hager at second. That is going to get a run home as he throws out Sorensen. 2 away in the first, 1-0 Broncos.
Don't forget to bring foul balls into Jolynn or Page at the Larks says, get a daughter courtesy of the Hayes Police Department.
So the error comes back to hurt the Larks there. As that's the run that just came in, and the Broncos are up 1-0 here early.
Maddox Solomon, the hitter now for the Broncos. The first pitch from Thomason misses in for ball one. And that pitch by Thomason is in there for a strike to even the count. So Austin looking to strand that runner at third and not let the Broncos pick up any more. Here comes the 1-1. And Solomon's going to foul that out of play to the right. And Austin works ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2. Ground ball to Robinson at short. He fields on the run, throws in time to retire the side. For the Broncos in the top half of the first inning, they push across 1 run, no hits, 1 Larks error, and they leave 1 man on base. We're through a half inning here tonight at Larks Park. El Dorado 1, Larks coming to bat. And we're back here at Larks Park, bottom of the first inning, 1-0 Broncos. Gabe Little Jim's going to make the start tonight for El Dorado. He is from Kansas State University. Leading off tonight for the Larks, the second baseman, number 23, Devin Hager. He's going to dig in on the right side to face Little Jim. Here comes the first pitch of the evening, strike number 1. The 0-1 to Devin, ground ball up the middle, fielded by and Standig, the throw over in time to retire Devin. 1 up, 1 down here in the first.
From Abilene Christian, the left fielder, number 12, Ryan Randall.
Ryan Randall's going to come to the plate now for the Larks. First pitch swinging, grounds it to the shortstop Catlett. The throw's in time. So very quickly 2 away here for the Larks.
Yep, Little Jim's only thrown 3 pitches, and he already has 2 outs.
From the University of Texas at Arlington, number 16, the third baseman,
Wyatt Divis coming to the plate now for the Larks. He leads the team in batting average here early in the season. I believe I saw he is batting currently right now at a .438 clip. Also leads the team in walks as he takes strike number 1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. In there for strike 2. So Little Jim quickly works ahead of Divis. No balls, 2 strikes, and is looking to get out of the first very quickly. Here comes the pitch.
Ooh.
Just a bit outside. A couple of the El Dorado Broncos were starting to make their way into the dugout, but it just misses for ball 1. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Little Jim to Divis. Curveball fouled back into the net. Again, here comes the 1-2 from Little Jim. Divis, ground ball, and he's going to foul that off of his foot, so he's going to stay alive and see another pitch.
I didn't know that he grounded that off his foot because he just started walking, and I'm like, I was thinking, you going to try and go to first? But, yeah, he grounded it off his foot there, so he's still alive at 1 and 2.
The 1-2 again from Little Jim to Divis. Swing and a miss. A good curveball by Gabe Little Jim, and the Larks are down 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the first after 1 inning at Larks Park. El Dorado 1, Hayes nothing.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network. You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
And we are back here at Larks Park, top of the second inning, 1-0. El Dorado leads. Austin Thomason back to the hill for Hayes. Brady Sargent, the designated hitter, is going to lead it off for the Broncos as Austin's first pitch is in there for strike number 1. And the 0-1 misses to even the count on Sargent. The 2-1 from Thomason, grounded sharply, just foul, past the bag at third. And the count is even at 2-2 on the Broncos' designated hitter. Here it comes from Thomason. And another foul ball. So El Dorado doing a very nice job here early of working the count on Thomason and fouling off a ton of pitches.
Yep. Done a good job staying alive.
Good job by Sargent to lay off that sweeping curveball, and he's going to work the count full. Here comes the payoff pitch. Inside, a leadoff walk for El Dorado, and they have another base runner. So in the first inning, it was a leadoff error. That runner came around to score. And second inning, a leadoff walk. We'll see what Thomason can do here to prevent that from coming back to hurt him as well.
Yeah, and that was the second walk of the game for Thomason, and in both instances, they were just real long at bats. As that one is a grounder that sneaks into right field, and so once again, the Broncos get their first 2 men on with nobody out.
Pete Caravala is going to step to the plate now for the Broncos, and they're threatening once again just like that.
They've had a lot of base runners so far, but that was their first hit of the night.
Here comes the first pitch from Thomason. Caravala's going to square to bunt. He's going to pull back and take ball number 1. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, and he is going to lay down a bunt. It's a good one. Thomason off the mound, going to field and throw, not in time. And that is a base hit, as Thomason couldn't quite get it over to Rensel in time, and the bases are loaded for the Broncos with nobody out here in the second inning.
That's about as good a bunt as you can lay down right there.
That was a very well-placed bunt. Tucker Catlett comes to the plate now for the Broncos. Austin Thomason and the Larks are in a big mess here in the second inning. Nobody away, bases full. El Dorado already on top 1-0. Here comes the first pitch. Strike number 1.
Yeah, if he wants to get out of this without giving up any runs,
he's probably going to need a strikeout.
He's going to need a strikeout or 2.
Well, and you know, at this point in the game, I'd probably give up a run if I could turn a double play. Get a pair of outs there, and so he's going to throw one inside on Catlett, and that's going to even the count at 1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Austin. Ground ball, this could be 2. Hager flips to Robinson for 1. Over to Rensel. In time, a 4-6-3 double play. Devin Hager, Colby Robinson, John Rensel. El Dorado's going to pick up a run, but Austin Thomason's going to get 2 outs on the play.
Top of the batting order, the second baseman, number 5, Jordan and Standig.
And they're going to flip the lineup card over already. Here is Jordan and Standig's going to make his way to the plate again for the Broncos as the first pitch from Thomason catches the outside corner for strike number 1.
Well, again, that's about as good an outcome as you can ask for there. Is he had a real mess on his hand, and now he has a good chance to get out of it, only giving up 1 run.
And that fastball misses just away to even the count. And, you know, it's early enough. You don't want to give up any runs, but in a bases-loaded, no-out situation, if you can pick up a double play and potentially get yourself out of the inning with only 1 run, I mean, that's a win. That's hit very hard to Divis. He's going to field throw. The tag is made by John Rensel for the 3rd out of the inning. So Austin Thomason gets himself into a mess, but he works himself out of the mess, giving up just the 1 in the 2nd. We head to the bottom half of the inning. El Dorado 2, Larks 0.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
And we're back here at Larks Park, bottom of the 2nd inning, 2-0 El Dorado Broncos. As John Rensel Jr. is going to lead it off here for the Larks. Gabe Littlejim back to the mound for El Dorado.
Gabe had a very quick first inning. Only threw about 7 pitches and got 3 outs.
Well, it's hot out there. He doesn't want to...
I don't blame him. He wants to get back in the dugout.
Rensel's going to foul that off and even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. That one misses low. 2-1 the count to John Rensel Jr. And
It's going to be tough. Okay, wow.
Got him. He beat it out just barely.
Wow. Yeah, the second baseman disagrees, and I do too. But
I thought he got him too.
I thought he did too, but
there's no replay in this league, and we'll take the leadoff base runner, as that's going to be an infield single for John Rensel.
it was a nice job by Ant Standig to. It was just one of those high choppers, and he gloved it and had a quick exchange. I thought he made the out at first, but nonetheless, Rensel gets a leadoff infield single.
Clayton Raspberry to the plate now for the Larks. Line drive past the diving glove of Tucker Catlett into left center. Rensel's going to advance to second base. Back-to-back singles for the Larks, and they are in business here in the bottom of the 2nd.
That one.
Can't fault the effort by Tucker Catlett. He very nearly made a spectacular play.
That one was just past the outstretched glove of Tucker, but
it was a well-hit ball by Clayton Raspberry, though.
Yeah. So again, second and first, nobody out, and Larks have a chance to get those 2 runs back.
Easton Kirk, the hitter now for Hayes. He's going to see the first pitch from Littlejim. Off speed, drops in for strike 1.
And Easton making his 2nd start of the season.
He was 1 for 4 in his debut for the Larks. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, misses away to even the count. Littlejim's 1-1. Again, Kirk's going to take a fastball away, and he's going to work ahead 2-1.
Crowd continues to file in here at Larks Park.
The 2-1 to Easton Kirk. And he's going to swing and foul that off of his ankle. And it's 2-2. Two and two the count. 2 men on for the Larks. Nobody away. Here comes the pitch to Kirk. Ground ball. Foul.
Whoa.
You know, I thought he raised his right arm to call that fair until it got gloved.
Really did look like a fair ball. But first base umpire Tony Vega says
Otherwise,
foul ball, yeah.
So Easton's still alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. John Rensel leading from second. Clayton Raspberry from first. Here comes the pitch from Gabe Littlejim. Curveball. Strike 3 called. Easton Kirk does not like it. Neither does really anybody else in the park. But nonetheless, a strikeout of Easton Kirk is the first out of the inning for the Broncos.
Yeah, he hasn't really given that part of the plate yet tonight. And he rings up Easton Kirk on that pitch. Tough.
Colby Robinson comes to the plate now for the Larks. 2 on, 1 away. Here comes the first pitch from Little Jim. Ground ball right at third baseman to second. He throws it into right field. Rensel's going to round third. He's going to come home. The throw's going to be to third base. Raspberry's going to be in. So the Larks are going to pick up a run on the throwing error by John Sorensen. And it's a 2-1 ball game in the second inning. And that's really what's killed El Dorado in this series has been errors. Throwing and fielding errors have cost them.
The center fielder, number 6.
Matt Munoz is going to step to the plate now for the Larks. Runners on the corners, 1 away. 1 man already across here in the bottom half of the second. Munoz in center field tonight. There comes the first pitch from Little Jim. That ball flied out to left field, going to be foul and out of play. Really, El Dorado should probably be in the dugout right now.
Yeah. Like you said, errors have really cost him in this series. I believe they had 4 of them last night.
Here comes the 0-1 to Munoz. And now Gabe is going to step off the mound and give Clayton Raspberry a look over there at third. You know, I'm kind of surprised that Colby hasn't taken off yet from first.
Yeah. Then,
he's creeping, continues to creep over there, and not going to go as Munoz is going to swing through a curveball, and it's 0-2.
Tying runs right there at third. Runners at the corners, 1 out.
Here comes the 0-2. Fastball low for the first ball. The 1-2 pitch from Little Jim.
There he goes.
Robinson takes off to throw a little bit
Safe.
high. And Colby Robinson is in there at second base. It's going to be a stolen base. But Munoz is away. So another strikeout for Gabe Littlejim, and that's going to be 2 down here in the second.
Yeah, the throw was there. It was just high. It was on time. Robinson moves up to second. Raspberry still at third. 2 away now for Michael Anastasia.
Tonight's beverage batter has a chance to make a lot of people happy here on this hot evening in more ways than one. A single here will more than likely bring in 2 for the Larks as he's going to take the first pitch for ball one. The 1-0 to Anastasia. And that fastball's low, so 2 balls, no strikes. Top of the order in Devin Hager waits on deck for the Larks. The 2-0. And Michael swings through that one for the first strike. Here comes the 2-1 pitch from Little Jim. Strike number 2, a fastball. Anastasia not very pleased with the call, but it's 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Gabe Little Jim strikes out the side. The Larks pick up 1 run on the throwing error. And we head to the 3rd inning here at Larks Park. El Dorado on top, 2-1.
Meet me down at the ballpark where I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
And we're back here at Larks Park. Top of the 3rd inning. First pitch from Austin Thomason is a single into left field by Jarrett Coyne. So for the 3rd consecutive inning, the El Dorado Broncos have their leadoff man aboard. Austin just cannot get that first out of the inning.
Yep, unfortunately not. So he's going to have to work around base runners again.
Tanner Sheets, the hitter now for the Broncos, as he's going to take a first pitch strike from Thomason.
Sheets is 0 for 1 tonight. He reached on a fielder's choice in the 1st inning.
The 0-1. Ground ball. And Divis is going to have no play but the first. A strong throw. Got him. So Jarrett Coyne is going to move up to second base. There is one away here in the 3rd.
The left fielder, number 3, Tanner Sheets. Correction,
Yeah.
third baseman, number 20,
No chance for a double play there, but good job making that throw across and at least getting the 1 out.
John Sorensen's going to step to the plate now for the Broncos. Runner in scoring position, 1 away. Here comes the first pitch from Thomason, fouled straight down into the plate, and it's 0-1.
Sorensen is 0 for 1 tonight with a ground out.
And, you know, that's about almost the same place that he rung up Easton Kirk with the off-speed pitch, but he's not going to give Thomason the fastball. So, counts 1-1 here to Sorensen. driven into right field. That's going to be right at Michael Anastasia. So a tough luck out for John Sorensen, and Austin Thomason has 2 away here in the third.
Yeah, it really was just that one time that he called that strikeout there. He really hasn't given it to any time else, but yeah, like you said, tough luck out there for Sorensen. He got a hold of that one, but right to Anastasia.
Maddox Solomon going to be the hitter now for the Broncos, as he's going to take strike 1 on the outside corner.
And the first baseman Solomon is 0 for 1 tonight with a ground out.
The 0-1. Another strike, and Solomon's going to give home plate umpire Dave Hanslick a fairly long look after that call, as he isn't pleased with that one either. I don't know if anybody's really pleased right now with the zone.
It's both teams don't have any reason to be pleased right now.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away here to Maddox Solomon. Here comes the pitch from Thomason. That one is low for ball 1. They're going to appeal down to first. He did not go. The 1-2 from Thomason. Jared Coyne leads from second. Just misses. And the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Thomason looking to get his first scoreless inning of the night. And he's a strike away from doing just that.
The 2-2. And now Solomon is going to call time. Austin taking a little bit too much time between pitches for his liking. The 2-2. Strike 3 called. Maddox Solomon goes down looking. And there is Austin's first scoreless inning of the night. No runs on a hit, no errors. 1 man left on base. We are heading to the bottom of the 3rd inning. El Dorado 2, Hayes 1. And we're back here at Larks Park, bottom of the 3rd inning. Gabe Littlejim back to the mound for the Broncos. Top of the order for the Larks. Devin Hager is going to lead it off.
Devin is 0 for 1 tonight. He grounded out in the 1st inning.
Here comes the first pitch of the inning from Gabe Littlejim. That one misses for ball 1.
A little more shuffling going on in the Larks lineup. Colby Robinson has been leading off, but He has been. That's not this weekend. Was that last weekend that Colby was leading off?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He started. He played the first 3 or 4 games from the leadoff spot.
Okay.
The 1-1 comes to Hager. That one misses low for ball 2. And Hager dropped by the shortstop, Tucker Catlett. Devin hit kind of a weak line drive out just behind shortstop into the grass and shallow left, and that's going to be another error on the Broncos. And it was in his glove. I didn't think it was that tough of a play.
I don't know. That is a tough one. I'll be nice. I'll give him a hit.
So a leadoff single for Devin Hager. Ryan Randall going to step to the plate now for the Larks. Here comes the first pitch. There goes the runner into left field. And is over the left fielder, Sheets. Hager is going to be held at third. That's a double for Ryan Randall. And the Larks are cooking here in the third. Runners on second and third, nobody away. Looked like Sheets took a step or two in, and I don't think it really mattered if he did or not. That was going to be over his head regardless.
It would have been over his head regardless. And Larks had a hit and run on there. Hager kind of had to freeze. He wasn't sure whether Sheets would make that catch or not. So, but nevertheless, he ends up at third. Randall's on second with a double, and the Larks have 2 in scoring position with nobody out. Third baseman Wyatt Divis steps in. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout tonight.
Divis into the gap, left center field. That's going to be down all the way to the wall. In comes Hager. In comes Randall. That's going to be a 2 RBI double for Wyatt Divis. And the Larks take the lead 3-2 in the bottom of the third. Three consecutive hits to begin the inning for the Larks. And just like that, there's 2 on the board.
The first baseman, John Renzel.
Well, the Larks got the lead, but now you'd like to see him pour it on a little bit. Still nobody out here in the third.
John Renzel to the plate now for the Larks. Divis on second, still nobody out. As that one's going to miss away for ball 1. And another ball from Little Jim, and it looks like the Larks are finally starting to see his pitches a little bit better as they have put together a couple really well-driven balls here in this inning. 2-0 to Renzel. Here comes the pitch. Another curve. That one's going to miss away. 3 balls, no strikes to John Renzel.
Renzel is 1 for 1 tonight with a single.
Wyatt Divis leads from second base. 3-0 pitch. A 4-pitch walk to John Renzel Jr. And that's another base runner for the Larks. Clayton Raspberry going to make his way to the plate now for the Larks. He's 1 for 1. Has a chance to put some more on the board here.
Clayton is 1 for 1 tonight. He singled back in the second inning.
Here comes the first pitch from Little Jim. Misses away, ball 1. So Gabe Little Jim struggling just a little bit with the zone right now. Or the ump, one of the two.
A little bit of both. The Larks so far in the third, single, double, double, and a walk.
As the pitch comes to Raspberry, he's going to swing through a ball low. to even the count at 1. Here comes the 1-1 to Raspberry. Outside, ball 2. So, yeah, like you were saying, he has not given that outside.
Yeah,
just that one curveball to Easton Kirk.
Yeah.
Two balls and a strike to Clayton Raspberry. There it comes from Gabe Littlejim. Low, 3 balls and 1 strike.
No action in the Broncos bullpen. Still a little early to hit the panic button, but if he puts another guy on here with a walk,
he's going to be in danger of letting the inning get away from him.
Yeah.
3-1, here it comes to Raspberry. Ground ball, hardly driven right at the first baseman. He's going to field and step on the bag. And there is one away here in the third as both runners advance 90 feet. Easton Kirk going to make his way back to the plate now for the Larks. Still a good chance to do some more damage. 2 in scoring position.
Easton struck out looking on that pitch we keep talking about back in the 2nd inning. But he's got a chance to plate a few runs here as he's got runners at 2nd and 3rd, just 1 out. He takes low ball 1.
Here comes the 1-0. Ground ball to the shortstop. Catlett's going to throw across in time for the 2nd out. However, the Larks are going to plate another run on the RBI ground out by Easton Kirk. So 4-2 Larks here in the 3rd. Colby Robinson coming to the plate now for Hayes.
Colby reached on an error back in the 2nd inning. A run scored on that play. So he takes strike 1.
The 0-1 to Robinson, ground ball foul. And Little Jim is ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes to Colby Robinson. Here comes the pitch. And he's going to just nick that one foul to stay alive.
So Little Jim has given up 3 in this inning, but it had a chance to get disastrous at one point, and he's done a good job of coming back from that. So he will try to keep John Rensel at 3rd.
Here comes the 0-2 once again to Robinson. Curveball, good swing there by Colby. He's going to foul it straight back, and he will see another pitch. Here comes the 0-2 once again to Colby. That one's going to miss inside for the first ball. The 1-2 from Little Jim. Robinson ground ball. It's going to be foul. Just barely on the left side of third base. So a good at bat here by Colby Robinson.
Now we're going to have a Little mound visit here as Ethan Payne's going to go out and talk to his pitcher. Looking for something to put him away. Colby Robinson's done a good job of prolonging this at bat.
Here comes the 1-2 again. And again, Robinson's going to foul it back. The 1-2 from Little Jim, and Robinson's going to ground another foul. So he's not getting much of them, but he's getting just enough.
He's just getting a little bit of each one and just protecting and staying alive. Pretty sure we've hit double-digit pitches in this at bat.
Little Jim getting his sign from Payne, looking for something to put away Robinson with. Here comes the 1-2 again. Robinson pops it into left field. Towards the line goes Sheets. He will make the play, and that is the inning. However, the Larks strike for 3 runs on 3 hits, no El Dorado errors, and they leave 1 man on base after 3 innings tonight here in Hayes. Larks 4, Broncos 2.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
Meet me down at the ballpark, where I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
And we're back here at Larks Park, top of the 4th inning. Austin Thomason back to the hill for Hayes. Brady Sargent going to lead it off for the Broncos. He takes ball 1 from Thomason, and there's a strike from Austin to even the count.
Brady Sargent walked in his first at bat as he swings and misses to fall behind 1 ball and 2 strikes.
El Dorado's had their leadoff man aboard in all 3 innings so far tonight. See if Austin can retire Sargent. Here comes the pitch. Inside, ball 2. Here comes the 2-2. And he's going to foul that one back to the screen. So we will hang tight at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Another foul ball. Looked like he tried to check his swing there, but still got a piece of it. Ticked it foul, so again, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 again. A nice curveball by Austin Thomason. Gets Sargent to whiff. And he is a strikeout victim. And that's the first out of the 4th inning.
The catcher, number 7, Ethan Payne.
Austin's done a good job. He finally was able to set down that leadoff man and gave up a couple runs early, but he settled in pretty nicely here.
Ethan Payne, the batter for El Dorado. Here comes Thomason's first pitch. Curveball drops in for strike one.
Ethan Payne is 1 for 1 tonight with a single. He takes strike number 2.
So a nice job here by Austin Thomason to work ahead. And Payne is going to drive that one into right field for a 1-out single here for the Broncos.
It's a nice piece of 2-strike hitting there. He just hit it where it was pitched.
Center fielder, number 15.
Took it out to right field, and he's aboard with 1 away.
Caravala, the hitter now for the Broncos. 1 on, 1 out. Larks ahead 4-2. First pitch from Thomason outside corner for strike one.
Pete is 1 for 1 tonight with a single.
That one is hammered into right field as well. That's going to get down fair, just down the line. Payne is going to advance from first to third on the single. And after retiring the first man of the inning, the Broncos are in business here. Runners on the corners, just 1 away. Thought maybe it was going to be a quick inning, but El Dorado has other ideas, apparently.
Well, Ethan Payne and Pete Caravala there, the 7-8 hitters, are 4 for 4 tonight. So, been a good part of the lineup.
Tucker Catlett, the hitter now for the Broncos, as the curveball misses inside for ball 1. El Dorado looking to get at least one of those runs right back here in the 4th.
Tucker grounded into a double play.
There goes the runner. Kirk's going to throw down. He's going to throw high, and he is in there with a stolen base. So Pete Caravala breaks up the potential double play opportunity with a stolen base.
And now the tying run moves into scoring position with just 1 out.
And the count is 2 balls and no strikes on Tucker Catlett.
So yeah, what had the makings of a quick inning has kind of turned into a potential run-scoring opportunity here for El Dorado.
The 2-0 from Thomason, ground ball up the middle. Robinson's going to field behind the bag, throw to first in time for the 2nd out of the inning. However, El Dorado is going to pick up one of those runs back. It's 4-3. That is going to bring the top of the order back to the plate for El Dorado, Jordan and Standig. Tying run at third base for the Broncos. First pitch from Thomason to Standig is fouled down the left side for strike one.
And Standig is 0 for 2 tonight. He reached on an error and grounded out. As catcher Easton Kirk is going to go have a chat with his pitcher. Big run on third there, 2 away.
Here comes the 0-1 from Austin Thomason. Strike 2, a nice fastball there by Austin underneath the hands of Standig, and he is quickly ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes from Austin. And this one, Jordan is going to foul off to the right side. And he's going to see another pitch.
Just a waste pitch there. Try and get Standig to chase something.
1-2 the count. Here comes the pitch.
Ooh.
Same exact fastball as he just threw, and he's just not going to.
Yeah, I mean, that was literally the same spot where strike 2 was.
There's just, you know, I can't really figure out the zone right now. It's just kind of all over the place.
Doesn't matter.
Thomason is going to get the strikeout on the very next pitch, so he's going to strand the tying run at third base. However, El Dorado gets one back in their half of the fourth. We head to the bottom half. Larks on top 4-3.
I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
And we're back here at Larks Park, bottom of the fourth inning. Matt Munoz is going to lead it off for Hayes. Gabe Littlejim back to the mound for the Broncos as his first pitch of the inning is going to miss away for ball one. And Munoz is going to swing through an off-speed pitch to even the count. And that one is going to miss up and away. And Matt is going to pull ahead 2 balls and a strike. Munoz 0 for 1 tonight, struck out in the second. Here comes the 2-1. Sharply hit ground ball right at the second baseman, and Standig is going to make the throw a little high, but still in time for the first out of the inning. Michael Anastasia going to come to the plate now for the Larks.
The right fielder, Mike Anastasia.
Here comes the first pitch from Little Jim, and Michael's going to ground it foul down the right side for strike one.
Michael is 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout. Tonight's beverage batter.
Here comes the 0-1. Curveball low for the first ball. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Fastball away. 2 balls and a strike to Michael Anastasia, the number 9 hitter for the Larks. Devin Hager in the top of the order wait on deck. Here comes the pitch. Anastasia drills it to left center field. Back goes Sheets. He is going to make the play at the warning track. So a ball hit very well by Anastasia, but into that southeast wind, still blowing pretty good in from left center. So
yeah, without that wind,
might have been out of the park.
That probably would have left the park, but tough break. That was a well-hit ball, and it took Sheets all the way back to the track and left center, but thanks to the wind, that one's going to stay in and just be an F7.
Devin Hager coming to the plate now for the Larks. Nobody on, 2 away in the fourth.
Devin is 1 for 2 tonight with a single. He started a good rally there for the Larks in the previous inning. We'll see if he can start a 2-out rally here in the fourth.
Here comes the 0-1 from Little Jim. Low for a ball. Here comes the 1-1 from Little Jim, fouled off by Hager. Half-hearted swing back towards the Larks dugout, and it's a ball and 2 strikes.
It almost looked like Hager tried to check his swing there, tried to pull back, but it was too late. And he ticks it foul. So 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Here comes the pitch to Devin Hager. And that one is away to even the count at 2. Devin looking to keep the Larks' 4th inning alive here. Nobody on base, 2 away. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Curveball. Whew. Just missed. Outside? High?
High, maybe. I don't know. I thought he was going to ring him up there.
As did I. But the count is full. Here comes the payoff pitch to Devin. Well, you know, maybe.
Almost. Going to take a little time there.
Now here comes the 3-2 pitch. Another curveball. That one is going to miss up and away. And Devin is aboard with a 2-out walk. Ryan Randall going to make his way to the plate now for the Larks.
Ryan Randall is 1 for 2 tonight. He cranked a double out into deep left field back in the 3rd inning.
Here comes the first pitch to Ryan. Strike 1, a good fastball by Little Jim over the outside corner. Devin Hager leading from first base. Here comes the 0-1 to Ryan Randall. Fair ball. Oh.
Whoa, what?
There's no way that ball was foul. There is no way that ball was foul.
There's no way that's a foul ball. I'm sorry. There's no way that was a foul ball.
The Larks coaching staff, I have a feeling, is getting fed up with these umpires. They took a hit away from them on Friday night down the left field line, and they're going to take another hit away from them down the right field line.
I mean, first of all, it touched the first baseman's glove. Second of all, it hit inside the line, so it doesn't even matter really. But that's absolutely a fair ball. I don't even know where he got.
I don't know.
I don't know where he got foul ball out of that. I mean, I can see from up here, but the thing is, where do you place the runners if they decide to overturn
And that's
this?
the thing. That ball's rolling down into the corner. Hager has speed. He's going to score from first. So the Larks either way are going to lose the run.
Yeah, because if they do overturn this, they're probably going to put him at third. And no, they're going to stick with the call of a foul ball. Which, and Ryan Randall's going to have words for first base umpire Tony Vega as well. And Coach Leo is not happy, obviously.
He was not happy on Friday night down the left field line. That could have changed the game.
He's talking to home plate umpire Dave Hanslick, who's also had his share of issues behind the plate tonight. And Coach Leo's about had enough, and it's only the 4th inning.
Well, it's not just tonight. This crew has had issues this weekend. They've missed. I mean, I'm sorry. They've missed calls. They've missed blatantly easy calls.
Yeah, I mean, home plate's been an issue for both teams tonight. Home plate's been an issue for both teams tonight, and that's just. And I think that's because there was another ball that should have been fair earlier in the game.
That was
called foul.
And I think that was on El Dorado, correct? Yeah.
Yeah, and that was on El Dorado. But that was even more blatantly obvious. I mean, that last ball that Randall just hit down the line, I mean, that's just. There's just not even close. I'm sorry, but that was like a few feet inside the foul line. And like you said, that would have been a run for the Larks.
That is probably going to – it's going to cost the Larks a run, unless Ryan steps back up to the plate and cranks a double or something, which could happen. But,
nonetheless,
the Larks put – Randall, he just doubled, and they put a run on the board, and, it's going to get taken away by the umpires.
Even Randall had words for first base umpire there, and
now he's
strike out.
Yep, of course. So –
That's bad.
First base umpire Tony Vega cost the Larks a run on a blown call, and that's going to end the 4th inning. We head to the 5th. Larks on top, 4-3.
Meet me down at the ballpark, where I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
And we're back here at Larks Park, top of the 5th inning. Jarrett Coyne is going to lead it off, and it looked like Thomason delivered a first pitch strike, but, who knows anymore what the hell's going on out there.
I'm still a little miffed. Not a little miffed, but I'm trying to keep my composure.
Coyne is going to pop out to Devin Hager, who ranges into shallow right center field to make the play. 1 up, 1 down for Austin Thomason here in the 5th inning. So if you're Austin Thomason, you still got to go out, you still got to make pitches, and try and get your guys back in the dugout and get some more.
I'm trying to be a broadcaster, not a fan. But,
it's hard to do.
That was just, I don't know. He needs to make an appointment at Eye Specialists of Kansas. I just went this past week.
I went this week too.
They're very good. So if you'd like to make an appointment, I'd highly recommend it. Because that was wow.
Yeah, that 1 ball, 1 strike. The count on Tanner Sheets as Thomason delivers low and in for ball 2. That one's going to be grounded by Sheets to the shortstop. Robinson over to Rensel in time. So 2 up, 2 down for Austin Thomason here in the 5th inning.
Yeah, and like you said, it's important for Austin to just come out and, I know his teammates are probably not happy about that. He's still got to come out with composure and get outs, and that's what he's done so far.
The best thing he can do is come out and put together a really quick inning just like he's doing and get his guys back in there, back up to the plate.
Yeah.
The first pitch to Sorensen is in there for strike 1, so a very promising inning here for Thomason as the first 2 are set down and he works ahead 0-1. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes on John Sorensen. Here comes the 0-2. Inside, ball 1. And that one misses away, so the count is even at 2. And the 2-2's fouled out of play. We'll do it again.
John Rensel's still chatting up Tony Vega.
Two once again. Another foul ball. And the crowd here at Larks Park now having some fun, yelling fair ball as that one almost went into the dugout. So 2-2, still the count on John Sorensen. Here comes the delivery from Thomason. Swing and a miss. A beautiful inning from Austin Thomason. 1, 2, 3, go the Broncos. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. 4-3 Larks.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network. You're tuned in to the Larks Network. You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
And we're back here at Larks Park for the bottom of the 5th inning. Wyatt Divis digs in to lead off, and he will take strike number 1. So Austin Thomason comes up in the top of the 5th and delivers a near flawless inning to put the Larks up to bat quickly again. The 0-1 to Divis, outside for ball 1. At least I was hoping it would be ball 1. I had to
With the way it's been
catch
tonight,
myself a second because I'm like, well, maybe. That's crushed.
Back
That's
goes
back.
Sheets. Divis to the wall, and Sheets with a hand up on the wall is going to make the play
That's that pesky wind again.
for the first out of the inning. So both Anastasia and Wyatt Divis have both crushed balls out to left field, and that wind is just holding them up.
Yep. Mother Nature has robbed the Larks of 2 home runs so far tonight. That ball was absolutely crushed, but it just hung up in that wind too long. And like you said, Sheets had a hand on the wall when he made that catch.
John Rensel Jr. going to swing through the first delivery from Little Jim, 0-1. And again, he's going to swing through another one quickly. No balls and 2 strikes to the Larks' first baseman.
And John Rensel is 1 for 1 tonight with a single and a walk, but he finds himself behind no balls and 2 strikes. As Little Jim tries a curveball there that he loses, and it's way up and way outside for ball 1.
See if John can find himself something here and get on board for the second time. Here comes the 1-2. Outside, and that's going to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 away for the Larks, bottom of the 5th, leading the Broncos 4-3. Here comes the 2-2, low, and that's going to fill the count up. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
If that one missed, it didn't miss by much.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Rensel right back up the middle, under the legs of Gabe Littlejim into center field. And that's a 1-out single for the Larks' first baseman. Coming to the plate now for Hayes. tonight's designated hitter, number 15, Clayton Raspberry.
And that was a sharp ground ball right up the middle. It almost took out Little Jim there.
Lucky for him, it didn't catch an ankle.
Yeah.
Here comes the first pitch to Raspberry. That one is in the turf for ball 1.
Clayton is 1 for 2 tonight with a single. He's had a good season so far. And I believe this is his 3rd appearance.
And he's going to foul that one off of himself for strike 1. Top of the 6th inning in Hayesville. The Aviators leading the Dodge City A's 6-3. Hayesville's 1-4 in the league. Dodge City is 1-1. And in Derby, they are in the top of the 4th. Liberal 4, Derby 3. So a couple of scores from the Jayhawk League this evening. Great Bend is off. And Hayes and El Dorado here tonight, 4-3 Larks. There's the 1-1, the curveball that catches the outside part of the zone for strike 2. The 1-2, and another foul ball by Clayton. He's going to hang around. Rensel leads from first. Raspberry's ready for the 1-2. Ground ball right at the first baseman. Going to step on the bag, throw to second. A low throw bounces, and they are not going to get the tag at second on Rensel, so they do get a fielder's choice and retire Clayton Raspberry for the second out of the inning. And John Rensel Jr. will be on second base. Easton Kirk is going to be the batter for the Larks. Runner in scoring position, 2 down in the 5th.
Easton is 0 for 2 tonight, but he did have an RBI ground out back in the 3rd inning. Little Jim steps off, and he's going to call his catcher out to talk things over.
Still action in the Bronco pen. It is a lefty. Action in the Larks bullpen as well. They have at least one righty. I believe they have a pair of righties warming up in the Larks bullpen out in left field. Here comes the first pitch to Kirk. Fly ball, left field, foul and out of play. Here comes the 0-1 to Easton, low in the turf for ball 1. I need a pair of binoculars up here. I cannot see who is warming up in the bullpen all the way down there. Those numbers, I just can't read them. One and one. Here comes the pitch from Little Jim. And Easton's going to take another one low for the second ball. The 2-1 from Little Jim to Kirk. Curveball, strike 2, outside corner. Good pitch from Gabe Little Jim. Two-two pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman. Anstendig fields and throws in time to retire Kirk, and the Larks are done in the 5th inning. We head to the 6th inning tonight here in Hayes. Larks on top of the Broncos 4-3.
Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
And we're back here at Larks Park, heading to the top of the 6th inning. New pitcher for Hayes, Sam Slusser, going to make his way to the mound for the Larks.
Good job here from Slusser coming in, getting ahead of, man, I'm sorry, I always forget this guy's first name. Maddox Solomon.
As that one from Slusser is going to miss outside for ball one. Ground ball over Slusser, fielded by Robinson behind the bag. The throw to Rensel in time. One away in the 6th. Just how you want to start the inning if you're Sam Slusser.
Yep.
The designated hitter, number 26, Brady Sargent.
Brady Sargent steps to the plate now for the Broncos. There comes the first pitch from Sam. Way outside for ball one.
Final line for Austin Thomason. He pitches 5 innings. He gives up 3 runs, 2 earned on 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks.
Not a bad night for Austin.
Nope.
Here comes the 2-0 in there for strike number 1 on Brady Sargent.
Brady is 0 for 1 tonight with a walk and a strikeout.
Here comes the 2-1 pitch. A little bit high and away. And the count is 3 balls and 1 strike here on the El Dorado DH. There's a strike from Sam. A good job to fill up the count. Payoff pitch from Sam Slusser. Just missed, a little bit in and a little bit low. A 1-out walk for Brady Sargent, and the Broncos have a base runner here in the 6th inning.
The catcher, number 7, Ethan Pay.
Ethan Payne steps in for the Broncos. He's had a good night so far. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. He comes up with a runner on first and 1 out, and he takes outside ball 1.
Here comes the 1-0. And that's going to get away from Kirk. And that's going to allow Brady Sargent to take second base on the pass ball. As there's a strike from Sam, 2 balls and a strike to Ethan Payne. Here comes the pitch from Sam. Ground ball right at Robinson. He's going to throw to third, and now they have Sargent in a rundown. A runner running back to the bag. A nice play there by the third baseman, Wyatt Divis, to run him all the way back to second and make the tag. A heads-up play by Colby Robinson, and they get Sargent in the rundown, 2 away.
Yeah, good decision there by Colby. Usually on balls hit to the left side like that, the guy would hold at second, but he took off for third. And like I said, good heads-up decision there by Colby to catch him in the rundown, and so now runners on first, 2 away.
Pete Caravala coming to the plate now for the Broncos. 2 away for Sam Slusser here in the top half of the 6th, the first pitch. Ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 from Sam. Another one, same spot, just missing outside. 2 balls, no strikes to the Broncos center fielder.
Pete's also had a good night. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. He's going to get another one. So that base running gaff is going to cost El Dorado a run, as now they will have second and first with 2 outs.
And as we talked about earlier, mistakes by the Broncos has cost them in this series, and it just cost them the tying run here in the 6th for the time being.
Yeah.
Had Brady Sargent just hung tight at second, he'd be in to score, and we'd have a tie ball game. But runners on first and second, 2 down. Tucker Catlett, the batter now for the Broncos. Here comes the first pitch from Slusser. Ground ball up the middle into center field. They're going to get it anyway. Here comes the runner. The throw is going to be to second base, and that's an RBI single for Tucker Catlett, and the Broncos have tied it here in the 6th inning.
Top of the El Dorado batting order, the second baseman, number 5, Jordan Anstedick.
Here comes the first pitch to Jordan and Standig. He's going to swing through that first pitch from Slusser.
And Standig is 0 for 3 tonight. He reached on an error back in the first inning. He grounded out and he struck out.
Here comes the 0-1 from Slusser. Low and in. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. So very important here for Sam to get out of this inning without any further damage. Game's tied, but it's not the worst. You know, you don't want to give up the lead here. I mean, well, you have, but trying to limit the damage as that one misses outside for ball 2. Still action in the Larks bullpen. Here comes the 2-1 from Sam. And that ground ball is going to be foul. Past first base. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, still not sure who that is, though. The only person I can tell who's warming up is Ryan Reuter. When he's warming up, I can tell.
Yep.
But other than that, it's a guessing game.
Here comes the 2-2. Curveball outside. And the count is full. So the runners are going to be on the move here for the Broncos. 3-2 count, 2 away. Top half of the 6th inning. 1 run, the tying run, already in here for El Dorado. Here comes the payoff pitch. There go the runners. Strike 3 called. Slusser gets and Standig looking, and the inning is over. However, the Broncos tie the game on the RBI single by Tucker Catlett. We move to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Larks and Broncos deadlocked at 4. And we're back here at Larks Park, bottom of the 6th inning.
Looks like a new pitcher.
It is.
For El Dorado.
I was busy trying to figure some stuff out with the stream here between innings. I didn't see. It looks like number 8, Connor Peterson.
He pitched.
He did pitch Friday night.
Yep. Yeah.
1-1 the count on Robinson. He's going to take a fastball low.
Two-one pitch is in there for strike 2. Colby is 0 for 2 tonight. He reached on an error and flew out to left field. 2-2 pitch to Robinson, just a bit outside, and that'll fill out the count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch, high, ball 4. So Robinson leads off the Larks 6th inning with a walk. Then Connor Peterson, number 8, is in to pitch now for El Dorado. Gabe Littlejim throws 5 innings and gives up 4 runs on 6 hits.
as the center fielder, Matt Munoz, is going to step to the plate now for the Larks.
Matt is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out.
Here comes the first pitch of the AB. Grounded sharply into right field, a base hit for Matt Munoz, a walk and a single, and the first 2 Larks have reached against Connor Peterson in the 6th.
Well, after El Dorado ties the game, that's a good start to the inning. Put your first 2 guys on with nobody out.
Michael Anastasia, the hitter now for the Larks. He's tonight's beverage batter, 0 for 2, although he belted a ball out to left field that just got hung up in the wind.
The wind
it's died down considerably, but
it's slowly dying down, but it's still there. Enough to probably still affect those fly balls out to left field. And he's going to go to bunt, but pulls back and takes high and outside for ball 1.
So 1 ball, no strikes to Michael Anastasia. Here comes from Peterson, and he's gonna try to get out of the way, but I think he went around. It looked to me like he went around. They have 2-0 on the board, but
I was looking at my sheet.
I don't think he was able to pull back. It is 1-1, so yeah, he was not able to get the bat back. He was probably worried about his face there.
More worried about his face than checking his swing, yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike to Anastasia. Here comes the pitch from Peterson. Again, he's going to lay down the bunt. He's going to get it down. That's a good bunt by Michael Anastasia. He is going to do his job as he gets the runners advanced to 2nd and 3rd. And there's 1 away here in the 6th inning. That will bring the top of the order, and Devin Hager back to the plate for the Larks. Good spot here for Hayes, trying to take the lead right back after El Dorado pushed across the tying run in the top half of the inning. Here comes the first pitch from Connor Peterson. He's going to pull back on the bunt attempt. It's going to be strike 1. I don't know why. You know, you already got the runners to scoring position. I don't.
Yeah, I get the bunt in the last at bat.
I wouldn't know why you'd want to square around again. Here comes the He's gonna look to square again, pull back, and take ball 1. Here comes the 1-1 from Connor Peterson. Again, Devin's going to look to bunt, pull back once again, 2 balls and a strike.
Devin is 1 for 2 tonight with a single and a walk. As Ethan Payne's going to go out and have a chat with his pitcher. Devin has worked ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Two-one pitch to Hager. Way outside.
Apparently it was 3-0.
Was it really? Did not know that. 4-pitch walk. And that's going to load the bases with 1 out. Again, I thought that there were 2 balls and 1 strike, but apparently it was a 3-0 count. Looked like a pitch out there maybe, which is an interesting decision on 3-0.
Ryan Randall's going to come to the plate now. Big spot for the Larks. Bases loaded, 1 away as Peterson's going to deliver strike 1 on the outside corner.
Ryan is 1 for 3 tonight. He had a double back in the 3rd inning, was part of that big 3rd for the Larks, and he comes up in another big spot.
The 0-1. Inside. Ball 1, maybe Ryan should have just,
leaned into that one a little bit.
Give it a little shoulder there.
I thought it was going to hit him, and I thought, hey, that'd score a run.
Here comes the 1-1 to Ryan. He's going to swing through a good off-speed pitch by Peterson. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. So in a 4-4 game, the Larks have already stranded runners on second and third. They can't afford to leave the bases loaded here.
It's one of those nights where it really feels like the Larks are outplaying El Dorado, but
the scoreboard does not show.
Yeah.
The 1-2, Randall's going to ground it. That could be 2 to first for 1. They're going to make the throw back to first, not in time. And Ryan's going to take a tumble, but he gets the job done. An RBI fielder's choice for Ryan Randall, and the Larks regain the lead 5-4 in the 6th. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, third baseman Wyatt Divis. Runners still on the corners, 2 away now for Peterson and the Broncos.
I think it looked like he was thinking about punching him out over there at first, and I'm like, this place is going to come unglued if he does that.
He was definitely safe.
Yeah.
Lefty-lefty matchup here. Peterson delivers to Divis. Curveball up and in, ball 1.
Runners on the corners, 2 away. Still a chance for the Larks to put up some more runs.
Pitch to Divis high, ball 2.
Wyatt Divis also hit a big fly out to left field earlier in the game, but the wind caught it, kept it in play.
Comes the 2-0 to Wyatt. Inside, 3 balls, no strikes.
Divis is 1 for 3 with a double. He had 2 RBI on that 2-bagger back in the 3rd inning.
Here comes the 3-0 from Peterson to Divis. That's well high. Another walk. Wyatt is aboard, and the bases are loaded for the Larks once again here in the 6th. John Renzel Jr. steps to the plate in a big spot for the Larks. He can put a couple insurance runs and put a little distance between his Larks and the Broncos here.
John's had a great night. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a walk, so he's reached base in all 3 plate appearances.
First pitch from Peterson in there for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch from Peterson to Renzel. Bases full of Larks. Looked a little bit low, but apparently it caught the corner, and it's quickly 0-2 on the Larks' first baseman. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to John, way outside. A nice job by Brady Sargent to keep it in front of him and prevent another run from coming down to score. 1 ball, 2 strikes to John. Peterson getting a sign from Sargent. He's ready. Here comes the 1-2. In off the hands. That's going to be past the pitcher. Gloved by Catlett. He's just going to take the easy play, step on the bag, and retire the Larks in the 6th. Hayes leaves the bases loaded, but they do grab a run and regain the lead. We head to the 7th inning here tonight at Larks Park. Larks 5, Broncos 4.
To the Larks Network.
And we're back here at Larks Park. New pitcher for the Larks, Sloan Baker. And just as we were getting back onto the air, a first pitch ground ball right to Colby Robinson. Makes a good throw to Rensel. 1 pitch, 1 out for Baker and the Larks here in the 7th.
Sam Slusser throws 1 inning. Gives up a run on 2 hits, 1 strikeout, 1 walk.
As the first pitch to Tanner Sheets misses for ball 1. And there's ball 2 from Baker. Ground ball to the third baseman, Divis. He's going to field and fire in plenty of time. 2 up, 2 down here so far in the 7th. Two outs on 4 pitches for Baker here in the 7th inning, I believe.
Yep, that is correct. Good start for him so far. He's induced 2 groundouts as John Sorensen comes up 0 for 3 tonight. The K-State Wildcat takes inside ball 1.
Here comes the 1-0 from Baker. Swung on in, missed by Sorensen to even the count at a ball and a strike. And the 1-1 fouled out of play to the left. And Baker's a pitch away from getting out of the inning. Here comes the 1-2 from Sloan Baker. That one is high all the way to the backstop, and it's going to even the count at 2. Here comes the 2-2. High and away. And John Sorensen works the count full. Here with nobody on, 2 away in the El Dorado 7th. Here comes the payoff pitch, popped up, out of play, and we will do it again. Three-two pitch from Baker, high and away, ball 4. So John Sorensen is aboard thanks to the 2-out walk. Coming to the plate now for the Broncos, the first baseman, Maddox Solomon.
Maddox is 0 for 3 tonight. A couple groundouts and a strikeout.
First pitch from Baker misses for ball 1. Top of the 8th in Hayesville, 7-4. Aviators leading the Dodge City A's as the 1-0 is delivered from Baker, fouled off to even the count. And top of the 6th inning in Derby, the Twins leading the Liberal BJs 9-4. So the Larks can move a half game ahead and into first place in the Jayhawk League if they are able to finish the deal in this one this evening. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Driven into center field. That's going to be down for a base hit. And after retiring the first 2 of the inning, both Sorensen and Solomon have reached with 2 outs for the Broncos. Brady Sargent stepping to the plate now for El Dorado. Here comes the first pitch from Sloan Baker. Strike 1, a good curveball from Sloan, catches the outside corner.
Sargent is 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout and 2 walks. He comes up trying to tie this game back up here in the top of the 7th.
Ground ball to Divis. He's going to go the long route all the way to first. Has plenty of time, makes the play to retire the side. For the Broncos in the 7th, no runs on a hit, no Larks errors, and they leave 2 men on base. It's stretch time here at Larks Park. Your Larks on top of the Broncos 5-4.
Meet me down at the ballpark, where I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
And we're back here at Larks Park, bottom of the 7th inning. Connor Peterson back to the mound for the El Dorado Broncos. Clayton Raspberry going to lead it off for the Larks. 5, 6, and 7 due up in the home half of the 7th inning as he fouls the first pitch from Peterson out of play for strike 1.
Clayton is 1 for 3 tonight. He has a single and 2 groundouts. He leads off the home half of the 7th.
Here comes the 0-1. It looks like a changeup from Peterson is going to miss low to even the count at 1.
Action in the El Dorado bullpen. Again, can't really tell who it is.
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine.
He's right-handed, I can tell you that
There you
much.
go. That'll limit it down a little bit to 4 people. Raspberry's going to go fishing at a ball well out of the zone. He's down on strikes, and there's one away here in the bottom of the 7th. Coming to the plate now for Hayes, tonight's catcher, number 25, Easton Kirk.
Easton is 0 for 3 tonight. Strikeout and a pair of groundouts.
Here comes the first pitch from Peterson to Kirk. Lefty-lefty matchup. In on the hands. He's going to pop it up into shallow center field. In comes Caravala to make the play. Quickly 2 up, 2 down here in the 7th. Coming to the plate now for Hayes, the shortstop, number 6, Colby Robinson.
Colby is 0 for 2 tonight with a walk. He also reached base on an error.
As the first pitch from Peterson is delivered, sharply hit ground ball to the shortstop Catlett. He fields and fires just in time to get Robinson a quick 1-2-3 inning for Connor Peterson to retire the Larks. We are through 7 complete at Larks Park. Hayes Larks 5, El Dorado Broncos 4.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
And we're back here at Larks Park. 5-4 Larks lead as we head to the 8th inning. Ethan Payne's going to lead it off. Sloan Baker back to the mound for Hayes. His first pitch of the inning is fouled back into the net. No balls and a strike. And there's quickly strike 2 from Sloan, so he's wasting no time here as he comes out in the 8th and works ahead 0-2 on Payne. Out of the windup, here comes the 0-2 from Sloan. Fastball upstairs for ball 1.
Thinking ahead a little bit, getting a bit ahead of myself, but I'll be interested to see if Sloan can. Oh, we'll let you talk there.
Chopper, and Sloan's going to run it to Rensel and then flip in time for out number 1.
Anyway, if Sloan can get out of this inning unscathed, I'll be curious to see what the Larks do as far as pitching goes in the top of the 9th. Fabian Muniz has kind of been the closer this year.
I think you gotta call Muniz the closer. He has 2 saves. He's been almost untouchable so far through the season, but he did throw 3 innings last night.
That's what I'm saying.
Apparently, I mean, maybe this is just us needing to dust up on the rule book a little bit, but apparently he picked up a save last night in a 10-2 blowout of El Dorado.
According to the rule book, it's a save. According to logic, it's not. But
yeah. He met one part of the criteria. He came in to pitch with the lead through at least 3 innings and did not relinquish that lead. So, according to the rule book, that is a save. Now, like you said, doesn't make any sense to you or I.
In an 8-run game, yeah, but oh well. Oh, wow. Could have rung up Caravallo there, but instead it's just going to be ball 2. That one misses outside to fill up the count.
That will definitely be interesting to see because, you know, nothing that, you know, guys can pick up multiple saves in, you know, back-to-back nights, but the fact that Muniz threw 3 innings last night as Sloan Baker
makeup call
paints a fastball, I guess, on the inside corner is.
Well, I mean, he was struck out 2 pitches ago, so
Caravallo is going to take his helmet off and give a glare back to Dave Hanslick as he walks back to the dugout. Tucker Catlett coming to the plate now. Nobody on, 2 away for the Broncos here in the 8th. There is action in the Larks bullpen stretching. It is Fabian Muniz out there stretching in the pen. So maybe that question being answered as there it's ball 1 to Catlett.
Well, like I said, you know, it's early in the season, so people are still trying to find their roles in the pitching staff, but he's looked like the closer in his few appearances so far. He came in, was that against Great Bend on Thursday? And
yes,
absolutely shut him down in the 9th.
There's strike 2 and a good fastball from Baker on the outside corner. Sloan looking to get the Broncos 1-2-3 here in the 8th. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to Robinson. He fields and throws, and that is exactly what Sloan Baker does. El Dorado is down 1-2-3 in the top of the 8th inning. We head to the bottom half. Hayes Larks 5, El Dorado Broncos 4.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
Meet me down at the ballpark where I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks. Join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes.
And we're back here at Larks Park, bottom of the 8th inning. Matt Munoz going to lead it off for the Larks. Connor Peterson in to pitch for the Broncos for his 3rd inning of work as he throws strike 1 to Matt.
And Matt Munoz is 1 for 3 tonight with a single. He takes a pitch in the turf for ball 1.
There comes the 1-1. And Munoz is chasing at a pitch low and almost in the turf. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Peterson ready to deliver the 1-2 to Matt Munoz. That one is low and in the turf for ball 2, and Fabian Muniz is throwing and warming up quickly. It appears as if he is going to come in the 9th and try and pick up his 3rd save. Here comes the 2-2. Off speed stayed just a bit upstairs, and that's going to fill up the count on Matt.
Well, Muniz has been a good closer, but it'd be nice to pick up some insurance runs with just a 1-run lead.
Comes the payoff pitch, and just barely fouled off by Munoz. And we'll do it again. Here comes the 3-2 delivery once again. Inside, ball 4 and a leadoff walk to Matt Munoz here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's going to bring up tonight's right fielder, number 8, excuse me, Michael Anastasia.
Michael is 0 for 2 tonight. He had a loud fly out to left field back in the 4th inning, and he laid down a sacrifice bunt back in the 6th.
Here comes the first pitch to Michael. He's going to try and bunt once again, and he's going to pop that one up foul for strike 1. So, other Michael in the booth. Tonight's it for you.
Yep. This will be my last game up here in the booth. I'm not quitting, I promise. I'll give some explanation after the inning.
Here comes the 0-1. Anastasia's going to get down the bunt. Peterson's going to field and go to first just in time to get Anastasia. There is one away as Matt Munoz advances to second base. That'll flip the lineup card over once again for the Larks. Coming to the plate now, the second baseman, Devin Hager.
On the batting order, the second baseman, Devin Hager.
Devin is 1 for 2 tonight with a single and 2 walks. As a key insurance run sits out at second base with 1 away.
Not that Fabian Muniz needs it, but
I trust him, but nonetheless, it's
always nicer to have a 2-run lead than a 1-run lead.
Yeah.
Here comes the first pitch to Devin. He's going to hold up on a fastball low for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 from Peterson. And Devin's going to foul it back to the netting. Even the count of 1. The 1-1 to Devin Hager. Inside for ball 2. as he said, Matt Munoz, a big insurance run for the Larks. He leads from second base, 1 away in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Larks are going to have a chance regardless to close it out in the top of the next inning. Here comes the 2-1 from Connor Peterson to Devin Hager. And there goes the runner. He's going to step off and make the throw to third, and they are going to get Matt Munoz. A good job by the shortstop Catlett to let Peterson know that Munoz took off, and then a good job by Peterson to step off and throw to third to get Munoz. So 2-1 the count now with 2 outs, and the insurance run is gone.
So now it's more than likely going to be on Muniz to hold a 1-run lead. Is that curveball?
Borderline
pitch, called strike 2, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So thanks to the sharp pickoff of Munoz at second, Peterson's about to get out of this inning unscathed.
As Hager is going to stay alive by fouling that pitch out of play to the right. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Devin Hager, and the Broncos are out of the inning. No insurance runs for the Larks, but they do have the lead. We head to the 9th inning. Fabian Muniz looks to close it out. Larks on top 5-4, and I guess we will not take the break here and kind of further on tonight being it for you.
Yeah, I graduated from college back in May. Got a job, which is starting next week. So I've been spending the past month back home here in Hayes. And Taylor was kind enough to let me come up in the booth and call some games with him because I love baseball and I love the Larks. I would have been down here anyway, so figure might as well come up here and try my broadcasting skills. And it's been a lot of fun, so thanks for having me up here.
Yeah, 9 games went really fast.
It's really fast, yeah.
I know I for sure will miss you. It's just a lot up here for me to take care of, and having somebody that'll fill out the lineup and keep the book and keep all the names and stats up here is just
it's always nice to have like a back and forth too, and
being able to
conversation, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And it always, seems like I'm kind of, it's hard to, keep it going a little bit when feels like I'm talking to myself. And
yeah,
but
it's now I will be one of you guys watching the live stream as I will follow the Larks the rest of the way. And as many years as I've been going to Larks games, which is quite a few, and I have never been down to the NBC World Series, so
well,
hopefully if the Larks get there this year, I will make the trip down to Wichita if I can and catch some games there. Maybe I'll be a good luck charm. Maybe the Larks can pick up that first title. But anyway, yeah, thanks for having me in this year. The short amount of time I've been able to do this, I've had a lot of fun, and let's
finish it off with a win here.
Let's let Muniz come in and shut the lights off here at Larks Park.
Top of the 9th inning, Fabian Muniz in for the save opportunity as he delivers strike number 1 to the leadoff hitter Jordan Anstendig. He's going to face 1, 2, and 3 for the Broncos here in the 9th inning. Here comes the 0-1. Just misses, maybe a bit low. I'm not exactly sure, but the count is a ball and a strike. Here comes the 1-1 from Muniz. Again outside, 2 balls and a strike. That one may be just a little bit too far outside.
Yeah, that one was.
Not sure about the last one.
Yeah.
The 2-1 from Fabian. Ball 3, and he has fallen behind the leadoff hitter. 3 balls and a strike. So not what you want to do is put the tying run on base to lead off the 9th inning. See if Fabian can work his way back into the count. Here comes the pitch. And that's low for ball 4. So a leadoff walk for Jordan and Standig. And the Broncos have the tying run on base with nobody away in the 9th.
Jarrett Coyne steps in for the Broncos. He's 1 for 3 tonight with a single and a walk. I'd imagine he's probably going to try and lay down a bunt here.
Probably a pretty safe bet anyway. Here comes the first pitch to Jarrett Coyne from Fabian Muniz, and he's swinging away as he's going to foul that one off out of play. And it's 0-1.
Maybe not. Maybe he is...
Here comes the 0-1 from Muniz. Low for ball 1, and El Dorado's getting rather annoying over there in their dugout, yelling like
sounded like a softball team.
Yelling like a rec league team when a ball's thrown from the pitcher.
Got to be careful with those throws to first. That's the last thing you want to do is move him up to second on an errant throw. So Muniz tries to, yeah.
Nice play there by Rensel to glove that one.
Kind of caught my breath there for a second.
Strike 2 from Muniz perfectly paints the outside corner. Now some of the Larks fans are yipping back at the El Dorado dugout.
At least we got a close game tonight. It's been a good, exciting game.
It's been a good game. Here comes the 1-2 from Fabian. Curveball just misses low and away on Coyne. And it's even at 2-2, and maybe even a little 9th inning excitement here.
Yeah, good job by Jarrett Coyne to lay off that one. That was a tough one to lay off of, but counts even at 2-2. Double play ball.
This could be 2. Robinson flips to Hager for 1 to first to Rensel, and not in time.
Well, they got the lead runner.
I'm just really not liking Tony Vega tonight at first base. He's giving me the whole, he's starting to punch him out, and then he throws his hands up.
Yeah.
Safe, like he's trying to show somebody up, or, oh, look, I'm going to call him out. Nope, never mind, safe, but not quite the double play ball. But the Larks get the lead runner in, and Standig at second, and Muniz gets a big first out.
Yeah, at least they got the lead runner, and as Sheets takes ball 1, I guess.
I don't know where that missed, but it's ball 1. Muniz is ready. Here comes the 1-0 to Sheets. Ground ball, foul, and the count is even at a ball and a strike.
Overall in the series, Sheets has been a big bat, but he's 0 for 4 tonight. So, again, runner at first, 1 out. The tying run is there at first base. In a 5-4 ball game, Fabian Muniz, last night he got a save, I guess, but tonight he's going to earn that save.
He's going to have to earn it tonight.
Yeah.
Here comes the 1-1 to Tanner Sheets. That one's fouled straight back for the second strike. So Fabian works ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes on the Broncos left fielder. Jarrett Coyne leads from first base as the tying run 1 away in the 9th. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Fabian. Just low and in. Count is even at 1 ball, 2 strikes, and a pretty good crowd on hand here at Larks Park at 9:30, and they are not happy with the home plate umpire tonight.
Not happy with any of the umpires tonight.
So 2-2 the count. Here comes the pitch from Muniz. Outside, and the count is full. So now Fabian in danger of putting the tying run in scoring position. Here as Sheets works the count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, these are tough outs.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Coyne from first. Just inside, and that's going to be ball 4. So Tanner Sheets takes a walk. And that's going to put the tying run, Jarrett Coyne, in scoring position with 1 away here in the 9th. And now that's going to trigger a mound visit from pitching coach Keith Harper. Actually, that's going to be Coach
Frank
Leo.
Yeah.
Fabian's right around the plate. He's not missing by much if he's missing. I don't. There's nobody up. I don't think anybody's going to be up in the bullpen. I think this is going to be Fabian's game. He's been so solid so far.
He'll be all right. John Sorensen steps in. He's 0 for 3 with a walk. So Sorensen hasn't done much this series, so hopefully Muniz can take advantage here and at least get out number 2. And hopefully, what I'd really like is a nice ground ball to the shortstop or second baseman.
Have him roll over one just nice and
I would
perfectly
love that.
to Hager or Colby up the middle. Here comes the first pitch to Sorensen. And Sheets is getting awfully far down out to second. I mean, he's almost halfway between the bag on his secondary lead. Strike 2 quickly to John Sorensen. Fabian Muniz painting the corners here on Sorensen. Works ahead, no balls, 2 strikes.
I mean, Sheets probably figures that the Larks aren't going to try and throw down at this point. It's too risky.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Fabian Muniz. Upstairs, gloved by Easton Kirk for the first ball. That one looked like it almost caught the tip of the glove. And
yeah, that was almost really bad. But nice job by Kirk to glove that one.
Here comes the 1-2 from Fabian. Just fouled off by Sorensen. That was not a pretty swing there, but
hey,
he stayed alive.
He did the job staying alive. And big spot here for El Dorado. Tying run in scoring position, just 1 out.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Sorensen from Muniz. Line foul.
Yeah, he lined that one down the third base line. Luckily, it hooked foul because
that was going to be into the corner.
If that stays in,
that's at least one.
At least ties the game.
Sorensen digs back in. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. Tying run on second base for the Broncos here in the 9th. Here comes the 1-2 yet again from Fabian Muniz. There go the runners. Swing and a miss. The throw down to third. Not in time. So they do get the second out of the inning on the strikeout of John Sorensen. But both runners advance 90 feet. Both are now in scoring position. And the tying run for the Broncos is just 90 feet away. It's going to be up to Maddox Solomon.
Man, that's a risky call there, calling a double steal. Could have made the last out on the base pass there, but now there's 2 runners in scoring position, but 2 away as Maddox Solomon takes low and away ball 1. Maddox is 1 for 4 tonight. He had a single in the 7th inning, and he is potentially the last batter for the Broncos tonight. And
ground ball to Hager. He's going to field and throw to first in time. And that is your ball game. Fabian Muniz comes in. It wasn't easy, but he was able to work through a little bit of trouble, strand a pair of base runners for the Broncos, and the Larks are going to pick up a 5-4 victory over the Broncos.
Yeah, it wasn't the Fabian Muniz we've seen where he comes in and, like I've said, you might as well just shut the lights off. Not tonight, but still, great job to come in and pitch around a little bit of trouble there and really earn the save tonight. And that's going to conclude the series with El Dorado. The Larks, after dropping Friday night's game, managed to win the series, taking 2 out of 3. And the Larks are now 7-2 on the year and 4-1 in Jayhawk League play, and they move into sole possession of first place.
Because it looks like Liberal is going to, as they move to the 8th, Liberal's trailing by 5.
Well,
so it looks like the Larks are going
to... right now, officially, they're tied for first place, but barring a miracle, the Larks at the end of the night will find themselves up into first place, heading into a big series, midweek series against Liberal.
So the Larks will have an off day tomorrow, no game, followed by a Tuesday through Thursday series down in Liberal against the BJs. Starting pitching wasn't bad tonight.
No,
Austin Thomason had a decent night.
He did. He had a good start. He had an error cost them 1 of his 2 runs. I mean, in all, he only gave up 1 earned. I believe. Actually, no, he gave up 2 earned. Sorry, but still, good start for him. The bullpen is able to throw 4 innings.
I think they gave up 1 run.
Slusser gave up a run in his 1 inning, and Baker did a nice job bridging the gap to the 9th, where Muniz came in and shut the door on El Dorado. And again, a bit of a heart stopper there at the end, but the Larks pull out a 5-4 win.
So that'll do it here tonight from Larks Park. Michael, I will, if you want, I'll let you call us out here for the final time if you'd like.
Yep. Again, if you hadn't heard, this is my last broadcast. So for Michael Schulte and Taylor Wassinger, Larks win 5-4. Good night from Larks Park.